Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Glad you're stopping in. Today is Monday Fun Day haul, and truth be told, I only bought one thing today. Hope you enjoy. Is either Goodwill or Salvation Army. I didn't do well anywhere else last week, and I did find these gorgeous plates at the Goodwill. They were kind of high. They were 4 plates for, I think they're $4.99. They're gently used. I knew they were Depression wear. They've got a really pretty floral etch here. I couldn't find the maker. My best guess would be maybe Fostoria. A lot of people made this design, but I was pretty sure they were uranium glass, so I did pick them up, and I'm going to show you right now if I was right or if I was wrong. Now I have my black light here to let me see what is what, and I was right. They are uranium glass. They glow gorgeously. I think I'm probably going to sell them and not add them up to my collection. I'm going to be asking about $16 for the 4 of them. I found this beautiful set at the Salvation Army, and as I was walking over, I knew right away the pattern, but I have never seen these before. They're sherbet glasses in a metal holder, and I knew right away, like I said, that they were Macbeth Evans in the American Sweetheart clear pattern, because I do collect American Sweetheart, and they're sherbet glasses, again, in the metal holders. Never seen them before. Dates to 1930, 1936. I paid $7.96 for all of them. I'm going to ask, I think I am going to sell them about $22. Macbeth Evans was established in 1899 after a merger between Thomas Evans and George Macbeth. And then the company was bought by Corning Glass Works, which I didn't even realize myself, in 1936. But they continued under the Macbeth Evans names for a while after that. You ever have one of those days where you go into the Goodwill and you're searching and searching and there really isn't much out there, so you're just kind of biding your time hoping that they'll bring out the new bins? And this is where I found this, not in the new bins, but I was bored waiting for the new bins, and there was a beautiful piece of furniture, and for some reason I opened the cabinet drawer and I found this in there. It's very heavy, it's gorgeous. I don't know if somebody put it there to hide it, to come back and get it later, or why it was actually hidden there, but I fell in love with it. It was quite expensive for me at $14.99, but just look at the quality of it. It is magnificent. The back stamp says CT Germany. That stands for Karl Tesch, who founded the Altwasser factory, in 1845, and they made such beautiful porcelain. They compared their porcelain to the about the same quality as Meissen. It was founded by Karl Robert Tisch, who was a German merchant, and that back stamp dates it anywhere from 1875 to 1935, and they sell pretty high. This one's in wonderful condition. I think I'm going to ask about $70 for it. You know my motto, if you see a butter dish and it's in good condition, pick it up, because butter dishes always sell. I think I actually had bought and purchased and bought, it's the same thing. I had picked this up once before and did sell it. It's Princess House in the Orchard Melody pattern, dates to 1997. Picked it up for 99 cents. I'm going to ask $10 for it. Great condition. Show you the other side. I've been finding a lot of Stangl lately down here, and I think that's because a lot of people from up north, New Jersey, New York, they're down here now, and I think that's why Stangl shows up a lot. Anyways, I saw this plate. I knew it was Stangl. It's in the Garland pattern, by the way, 1959 to 1978. And if you think this condition is kind of bad, you should have seen it when I picked it up. It was in really bad shape, but it was 50 cents. And I thought, well, let me take it home and see how much I can clean it up, because you never know. So I spent about 2 days, using oven cleaner on this, and believe it or not, it cleaned up pretty well, but this is what I was left with. So it was an experiment. I don't think I would do it again, even though I do see plates in this condition, because the colors are really beautiful. People are asking $10 to $12 for it. I'm gonna maybe ask $6 for it, and we'll see what happens. This is all under the glaze. Hand painted, all Stangle hand painted. Picked this up for $1.99 at the Salvation Army. It's, excuse me, it's currently hanging on my front door. I just took it off. It's tin, which I love tin, and I just love the colors. I love everything about it. It looks great on my front door. This is a little out of my expert zone here, but I just fell in love with it. I did pick it up at the Goodwill. It's a Lazy Susan. It's wood with the 4 bowls. Back in my house when my kids were little, and I still do, I always refer to Lazy Susans as Lazy Sarahs. That's my oldest daughter's name, who grew up to be anything but lazy, and they're just really pretty. I think they all have that little hole there. I'm thinking that's probably where they were made on. I'm not sure, but they're all in wonderful condition. I love the color. It's probably, I don't know, some kind of folky store or whatever. You can see it turns really well. And there's no giveaway on the back of it, but they sell in the $40 range, so that's about what I'm gonna ask for it. My Lazy Susan. Found this set at the Goodwill. You can see they're all marked made or Japan here, so I knew they were vintage. I just love my minis, and these were in wonderful condition. Paid up a little bit, I think, at I paid $3.99 for it. Let's see, let me face them all in the same direction. This says mustard, and it has its top, so that was really good. And I have the salt and pepper shakers right here. Just really cute little pieces. Actually, a lot of people were coming up to me and going, oh, wow, aren't those adorable? Which they are. I came home and did a little research, and I noticed that they originally came in a holder with this very comical bartender holding these. So I guess these are like beer barrel kegs. And I think I'm gonna ask $15 for the set of 3. Great condition. Picked this up at the Goodwill. I paid $1.99 for it. It's a napkin holder, retro looking napkin holder, and it's made by Homer Laughlin. I had no idea that Homer Laughlin made these. They came in lots of different colors. This is a coral color known as persimmon, and it's in pretty good condition, I think. I'm gonna ask about $15 for it. Well, these certainly aren't vintage, but they are adorable. I picked them up at the Goodwill. I paid $3.99 for them. They must have been maybe a gift to somebody, because I had to work really hard just to open them up. They've never been opened before. They're measuring cups, and I'm going to show you all of them because they're so cute. Let's see. They have the tiny little 1/8 cup right there. And we have a 1/4 cup here. All different colors. This one I think is a lime green, the 1/2 cup. And the big cup right here, the 1 cup, says measure up with this adorable little bird there. They sell for about $20, and I will be selling them. If you remember in my Think Pink video, I had found these Cronin or Cameron Clay. There's a big thing on the head. I'm calling them Cameron Clay Bake Oven USA bean pots. I just fell in love with these bean pots. I bought 3 of them for $8, and I saw online that somebody was asking $12, I think, for the 2 in the turquoise color. So I made an offer, and they accepted it, and I was really happy to get them. This one here, it's got a little crazing on it, so this one I'm probably gonna keep. You can see it says, well, you can't see that way, it's upside down. It's got the Bake Oven USA. They're exactly the same. So I think I'm going to keep 2 just to display them and sell off 1. This one's in really great condition. I love picking up fine bone china cup and saucer sets when I see them in great condition. These are in beautiful condition. This set right here, it's Royal Albert in the Friendship series. It was a series of 12. Every month they had a different flower. This is a wild rose. Dates 1950 to the 1970s. They came in 3 different shapes: Hampton, Countess, and Lyric. This is the Hampton shape. It has a really pretty embossed shell design right there. Paid $2.99 for it. It's in display condition. I'm going to ask $15 for it. This piece right here, which I did get at half price, blue was half price that day, excuse me, has been sitting on the table for quite some time. I was originally going to put it in my Think Pink video, but with all the pink stuff there, this really didn't show up pink at all, and it's not pink, it's ivory coral colored. And you can see right here, it's, excuse me, Universal Potteries in the Camwood Ivy Coral, and right in the center there it says National Brotherhood of Pottery and Allied Workers, which was a union for pottery workers that dates between 1889 and 1997. You might have also seen this on the table for the last video. Somehow it didn't get into that video, so it has been sitting here a long time, and it is making it into tonight's video. It's a 13-inch lug-handled platter. Dates to 1930s to 1950s. Cambridge Company, or the Universal Pottery Company, was out of Cambridge, Ohio, and the company dates 1934 to 1954. So this platter is right around there someplace. A lot of people call it a 13-inch lug-handled platter. It's also known as a utility tray. I paid $1.50 for it. I'm going to ask $15 for it. It's in really great condition for its age. And it is oven-proof. You can put it right in the oven. I have 2 footed iced teas and 1 sherbet cup there. Picked all 3 of these up at the Goodwill. I paid $1.50 for all 3. The color just caught my eye. They are Whitehall by Colony, 1964, Colony division of Indiana Glass Company. They also made a American Whitehall, and the American Whitehall, this is how you can tell the difference, has a very, very narrow rim, almost imperceptible rim actually. And unfortunately, I just noticed right now, this piece does have a tiny little chip here. I was going to ask $10 for the 3 pieces. Now I think I'm going to ask probably $8 for the 3, or maybe I'll just take the green one out and just ask $6 for the other 2. I'm not quite sure yet. This was the one item I did pick up today at the Goodwill. I paid 69 cents for it. It's anchor hocking in the Savannah Clear pattern. I love my Savannah Clear. I just had a little bit in, I think the last video, or maybe, yeah, I think it was the last video. It's just a cute little creamer. I'm gonna ask about $5 for it. I was another one of those days today where I was just sitting around waiting and waiting for the bins to come out. And about a half an hour later, the bins finally came out, and they were just full of Depends, which I don't sell and thankfully don't need at the moment. I picked up this pretty cup and saucer set at the Salvation Army. Again, I paid $2.99 for it in beautiful mint display condition. It was made by Bell China. It's bone china out of England, and I just love the pattern. I couldn't find the name of this pattern. I know a lot of Bell China just had pattern numbers, so I couldn't even find the pattern number. But I do know the back stamp dates it between 1936 and 1966. And again, I'll be asking $15 for this cup and saucer set also. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the haul. And my next haul coming up, I already have it pretty much ready to go. I think I'm going to be putting it up on Thursday. It's going to be strictly a Pyrex haul. I got all of this Pyrex at the Salvation Army, and I want to give a shout out to Maddie because she told me the Pyrex is coming. She is the manager there. And actually Monday I was there, she pulled me aside. She had kept a piece put aside for me, a beautiful bowl, and it wasn't the one I was looking for, but it was close enough. I went back a couple days later when I knew that the Pyrex was coming out. I camped for a couple of days because I wasn't quite sure when it was coming out. I got most of it. I hear I missed a piece or two, but I got all the way home with all my new Pyrex, which is in magnificent condition, by the way. I can't wait to show you. And it was pouring, raining. I had gotten home. I got a text from Maddie, and she said, you have to come back. I found something. And she found that one piece I've been looking for forever, so you'll see that in the video also. Thanks again to Maddie and everybody at Salvation Army. And I did want to say that my girlfriend Shirley, who I met through my channel a couple years ago, she's from Oregon, and her husband come in February every year to Florida. Her husband loves Florida, Shirley not so much, so we always go thrifting. I'm excited to see her. But I was thinking, I know I've got a few girls out there, a few women in the area that might want to go thrifting with us. We're going to be meeting in Rockledge on Wednesday. If you want to go, just give me a message or a text, and we'll all have a really fun day. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye. Plates. What are you doing? Not. So you look... Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. You can see right here, I did decide to hang up those prints. I just love them. I do have a lot to say, so bear with me.